Good afternoon, Miss Kim. How are you?
Good afternoon to you too, Misty, and I'm fine, thank you.
That's good to hear. Why don't you make yourself more comfortable by sitting down on one of the chairs in front of my desk?
Thank you.
No problem. How's Nathan outside of school? Does he do any extracurricular activities by any chance?
Yeah, he recently joined the soccer team in our town, and he's going to practice every day to improve his skills. In fact, he was able to make new friends who also enjoy the same interests as him.
That is very good to hear. I am glad that he found something of his interest.
Yeah, as a mother, it is nice to see my child focusing on something that he really likes and works hard to improve his skills.
I agree. I feel that children always learn better when they're motivated and when they're interested in a certain subject.
I'm also on your side, but lately Nathan has been so engrossed in soccer that he hasn't been on top of his schoolwork. He's also much more difficult to control now.
I see. Can you tell me more about the details of his uncontrollable behavior, Mrs. Kim?
Yeah, a few weeks after Nathan joined the soccer team, I began to notice that he goes out way too much to play and practice soccer. However, I wasn't able to say anything because I thought that he was at the age where he was supposed to have fun and run around with his friends outside all day.
All right, go on.
Then I realized he hasn't been doing his homework, so as a mother, I asked Nathan why he hasn't been doing any of his schoolwork, and he simply said because it was boring and it wasn't of his interest. I told him how important it is to complete his homework, but he didn't do it.
Well, did Nathan end up at least listening to your lectures?
Unfortunately, no. He was still refusing to do anything related to his schoolwork. So I was getting frustrated with him, and I ended up telling him that he wasn't allowed to go outside without his homework being done.
What happened next?
It got even worse. He would pretend that he was doing his homework, but when I'm not around them, he would secretly sneak out of my house. So I ended up sticking with them most of the time to guard them from not going outside and from him to complete his homework.
How did that go?
Horrible, terrible. It didn't go well. Every time I give them restrictions, the situation just keeps getting worse and worse and more out of control. I'm just so lost and frustrated. I don't know what to do.
Mrs. Kim, do you try talking to your husband about this matter?
I tried it once, but my husband just said that around Nathan's age, kids tend to get out of control and to give him some time. My husband is a businessman, so he travels a lot, so most of the time he's not at home. So it's just me and Nathan at our home most of the times.
I see. I understand that you're going through a rough time trying to control Nathan all by yourself. But I encourage you not to punish a child, whether emotionally or physically.
I would never physically hurt my child, no matter how bad the situation is. I tried for my son to listen to me, and it's not just working at all. What am I supposed to do? I can't just let him loose like this. I feel like he will get worse and worse.
I understand that it is difficult to let Nathan listen to you, but there are simply children who are easier to control and some who are much more difficult. This is just how they are. There is nothing wrong with this. This doesn't necessarily mean that he is going to get worse. But for Nathan, I believe that Mrs. Kim, you need to have patience and try not to force him into doing things that he doesn't want to do.
But Misty, I feel like my patience has run out. I gave him enough patience, but he doesn't seem to make an effort to change his current behavior.
I know that as a parent you are frustrated by your son's actions, but I recommend for you to stop giving Nathan restrictions and give him less punishment. Children tend to perform actions that are much worse when they get into big trouble, and the child will feel frustrated that his mother wouldn't let him do something that he likes. Instead, his mother is forcing him to do something that he dislikes doing. Mrs. Kim, let me ask you a question. If someone told you to stop doing something that you love doing, would you stop immediately?
No.
If someone punishes you for doing something that you like and tries to force you to do something that you don't like doing, how would you react?
I would feel frustrated and angry.
Exactly. I'm sure Nathan is feeling the way you're feeling right now. He probably feels upset over the fact that his mother isn't supporting him in doing something that he likes. Instead of getting angry at him and forcing him to do his homework, try to make a deal with him.
What do you mean by a deal?
What I mean by a deal is ask Nathan if he would like to do his homework before he goes out and play more freely, or do his homework when he comes back from his playtime. That way, Nathan is able to make a choice, since at the end, he does end up playing his favorite sport, which is soccer.
I don't know why I didn't think of that before. I was just so caught up getting angry at him that I wasn't aware of my own actions towards him.
That is a common mistake that all parents make. You always learn from your mistakes, so you don't have to feel too guilty about it, Mrs. Kim.
Thanks, Miss Lee, for your advice.
No problem, I just did what I had to do. And I hope Nathan will improve his actions.
I hope so.